Hi, I'm Chris, and in this video we're going to talk about how to answer an expected value question. This is one of the most popular high-level difficulty math questions that you see on an ACT, and it comes up a lot. A lot of students have asked me to cover this, so I wanted to take a look at how we can address a question like this. So as you see, this is actually a question from the first practice test. If you have the red Real ACT book from the test makers, in the first practice test, this is question number 60 in the math section, which, since the math is ordered in terms of difficulty, that indicates that this is the highest level difficulty question, or certainly one of them in that section. But if we know how to approach this, we can actually get this correct and answer it extremely quickly, and it's easier than you might think. So let's read through this. The probability distribution of the discrete random variable x is shown in the table below. What is the expected value of x? So they will usually use that language in the question itself. And if you see expected value, then you're going to take this approach, and it's just two steps. You're going to multiply, and then you're going to add. So we're going to multiply all of these values. So these are the possible x values, and these are their probabilities. So you're going to multiply straight across in your table for each value and see what you get for each, and then you're going to just add those up. So here 0 times 1/6 is 0. 1 times 1/12 is 1/12. 2 times 1/4 would be 2/4, or we could reduce that to 1/2. 3 times 1/12 would be 3/12. We could also reduce that to 1/4. Whether or not you reduce is totally up to you, because you do have access to a calculator. So regardless of whether or not you reduce, you can still add up all these fractions. 4 times 1/12 is 4/12, or 1/3. 5 times 0 is 0. And 6 times 1/3 is 6/3, or 2. And if you simply add all of those up, so our last step, we're going to add that column together. And this would add up to 3 1/6. And that is our answer to this question. And the reason that that works for expected value, what you're really doing here is you're basically trying to factor in two things. You've got your value and you've got your probability. If you don't multiply, a lot of people want to just add up these x values and then, in this case, divide by 7, as there are 7 different possible values there, and they treat it like it's a regular average question. But for expected value, if you do that, you're only looking at the values, you're ignoring the probability. And then the other thing that we see happen a lot is people want to add up these probabilities and somehow average or sum those on their own. And in that case, you're only looking at probability, not the value. So to incorporate both, you multiply first and then add. And so to answer those questions, when you have values and probabilities, your two steps are multiply and then add. And as long as you do that, you will get these expected value questions that show up very commonly in the high-level difficulty math questions that you see towards the tail end of an ACT math section. You'll get them right every time. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and for more tips, please feel free to check out our other videos. Thanks for watching.